Welcome back to Your Real Estate Voice with Barb Schlinker, the weekly radio show that informs and educates you on how to buy or sell real estate with Barb Schlinker, the owner of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. Now, Barb, as the real estate market marches on, getting a house ready to sell is the question often asked by people thinking of selling their home. So, why do most people actually need a checklist to get their house ready for sale?
Well, Richard, it's not just a checklist, it's a customized checklist because every home is different. Some people are ready. I've been to some homes, you're like, wow, there's not much to do. But other homes, there's a bit more to do. So it's kind of customized according to your needs, basically. But the number one question we get is what to do and what not to do to get your house ready for sale. And most of the time, it's a really small investment that can bring a big return on your investment. Let me give you an example. I sold a home about a month ago. It was up on the north end of town, and the house was built in the late 90s, early 2000s, wasn't super fancy. I mean, they put granite in the kitchen and stainless steel appliances. She even asked me, she goes, well, should I change out the refrigerator and buy a counter depth refrigerator? I get that question a lot. And the answer is no, as long as the color match. And it had a dent on the front. That's why she asked me about it. She was worried about the dent. And I said, here's the thing. A refrigerator and a washer and dryer are considered personal property. They don't go with the house. Things that go with the house that are appliances are like stove, built-in microwave, dishwasher, disposal, all that kind of stuff. But the rest of it, refrigerator, washer, and dryer, an appraiser only gives you $150 of value for each appliance. So it's a gift to the buyer if you leave it. So no, I wouldn't go spend $2,400 on a counter depth refrigerator just to sell the home. It doesn't make sense. However, it's good to have the appliance colors overall match the look of the home. And you just don't really want any deferred maintenance. Now, what do I mean by that? I'm talking about mostly cosmetic stuff. Like in this lady's case, the carpet had 10 or 15 years of wear and tear. So I recommended that she replace the carpet prior to going on the market. And then up in the master bath, I know we've talked about this before, Richard, but a lot of the builders, just to save money, would put carpet in the master bathroom. And
Should have been a law against that. And yet, why did explain to people why they did that? Because it seems to make no sense.
it doesn't. They even put it around the toilet, you
Yep.
know.
Ugh.
Well, just because it's cheaper, they just
Yeah.
keep rolling the carpet right through the whole room, make it look like a whole suite. But most of the buyers, when I go out showing buyers, they'll look at that and go, "Oh, I don't like that." So I recommended she change that out. And actually, it's a very inexpensive repair. She went and got some remnant, beautiful 18 by 8, really pretty luxury vinyl tiles. They were put in professionally. She probably spent a few $100 on that floor, but it looked outstanding. We ended up having 85 people at that open house, and it sold for $50,000 over asking price. So it's all about pricing and cosmetics and staging and making the home look austere enough so that the buyer can visualize themselves and their furniture in the home. So when I ask home sellers what's important to them, most of them want the most money, which makes a lot of sense. But the way it's done is not like you think. If you price it high, will you get the most money? Not always. In fact, most of the time you don't. You're always better off pricing it what I call realistically versus optimistically. I'm sure I sound like a broken record talking about that all the time, but it is true. Buyers get the most money, or sellers get the most money when they price their home in a reasonable price range. Right now, the days on market are dropping. Of course, it is the middle of the selling season. Typically, the summer is when most of the homes are put on the market. So there's a little bit more competition for sellers, but there's also more buyers out there. They want to move when the school break is going on. So you really need to hire an agent that knows how to help you get the home ready for sale. I recently helped one family who inherited this home that was very, very dated. Like it had the pink carpet from the 80s. And even one of the sinks upstairs was painted pink. So I said, look, if you do a full-on remodel, even if you have it in your budget, you may not get dollar for dollar out of it. You get more money just doing the basics, the cosmetics, the flooring, fix the broken stuff. So the hardwood floors had traffic area on it. So they redid the hardwood floors, redid the flooring, painted the pink sink white with that, get a grip stuff. And sure enough, it sold for $75,000 over asking price. But had they gone up higher into the higher price points, they would have competed with some high-end custom homes, and probably it would have sat on the market for a long period of time. The other thing is certain colors are very dramatic, especially red. For some reason, red shows up bright fuchsia online. I sold a home a few years back where it was a ranch with a finished basement, and they had brazen hussy red shag carpet put over the top of hardwood floors.
Oh my gosh.
So when I walked in the room, I'm like, oh, we got an issue here. Um, and so my original idea was to maybe have them pull the carpet and recoat the floors. But the carpet guy said, no, Barb, first of all, you don't know the condition of the floors. Second of all, it's a lot more expensive to do things like luxury vinyl or recoat hardwood. It's cheaper just to go put fresh carpet in it. So that's what they did. They only spent $2,400 and their home sold for $30,000 over asking price. So it's just the little things that make a difference. Now, luxury vinyl is very popular. You can definitely use it in places like kitchen, bathrooms. It's actually not that expensive for small spaces. And you want to do it in the cases where you absolutely have broken flooring, that kind of thing. If it really needs to be done, it's a good idea. And of course, you got to focus on those key rooms: curb appeal, backyard, living room, kitchen, master bathroom, and master bedroom. And make sure there are no odors. So most people that live in a home really aren't going to notice the odors that much. You might want to go walk outside for a while and walk back in and smell, and you might notice it perhaps. But that's absolutely critical that you don't have any odors. And what can help with that for sure is fresh paint and fresh carpet. Now, it doesn't always have to be painted, but you definitely want to take care of any dramatic paint, like Bronco orange family room walls, or especially the key rooms. Now, if you have one or two kids' bedrooms that have color, I wouldn't worry too much about that. That usually is not a deal breaker, but the main rooms, you want to make sure it's taken care of. Make sure you fix broken stuff, especially deferred maintenance things like flooring, light fixtures, kitchens and baths. Those rooms are absolutely critical. And definitely declutter. A lot of people don't see the clutter that they live in. So how do you know you have clutter? It's easy. You just take your camera, take a picture of every room, blow up that picture on a computer or an iPad, and you'll be able to see it right away. It'll speak right back at you. And we have expertise in that. So we will give you tips on what to do and what not to do to get your house ready for sale. Also, how to make sure your home is photo ready. I have my own pet peeves about being photo ready. Like I don't like to see a trash can visible in the kitchen. I don't like to see a dish towel hanging from a stove. It just doesn't look good. You want everything off the counters in the kitchen. You want everything off the counters in the bathroom. You want to pick up the little throw rugs because they don't look good in pictures. You can put them back down after you take the photo, but those little things make a big difference because you're trying to get that model look. My name is Barb Schlinker. I'm with Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, and I'm the host of Your Real Estate Voice. And right now we're talking about simple checklist to get your home ready for sale. And next up, we're going to walk you real quickly through the checklist. So if you are thinking of selling, give us a call. We can help you get prepared for sale. Go to barbhasthebuyers.com or call us at 719-301-3900. Richard?
We're talking, Barb, with Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, and this is the Real Estate Voice Show. Barb, you've prepared a checklist to help people prepare their homes for sale. Is it simply how the home looks?
Well, it's a lot more than that. I'm going to run through this list quickly, Richard. Number one, pricing realistically versus optimistically helps you get the most money. Picking the right agent that knows how to make your home stand out. Make sure your home is exposed properly with great marketing. We actually deploy 16 key marketing systems, and we market to our database of buyers. You want to make sure you're responsive and that your agent knows how to negotiate. Let me give you a story recently where on one of these properties, I had multiple offers, but the seller wanted more. I said, okay, fine. Let me go back to the top two offer and tell them that we have a higher offer that looks really good. What is your best and highest? So I got their best and highest, and I got the other one's best and highest. Kind of played mom against dad and was able to drive the sales price up another $20,000. You need to hire an agent that knows how to do that. And you want to make sure that you don't fail in the process. And that's why we include our exclusive certified pre-owned home program that includes a pre-inspection. So when you go on the market, you're market ready. And you want to make sure that you've got your home ready to go. So it's starting with take it room by room by room by room. If you try to go one room and do a little here and then go a little over there, it's going to be overwhelming. You'll never finish anything. One quick tip is that we don't typically photograph the insides of closets or the insides of garages. So that's your staging area to start working through the house and get ready to put it on the market. So if you are thinking of moving, give us a call at 719-301-3900 or go to barbhasthebuyers.com. Richard?
We're here with Barb Schlinker of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. If you're thinking of selling your home and want to get the most amount of money out of it, then go ahead and call Barb and her team at 719-301-3900 or visit barbhasthebuyers.com. Barb, you love this time. It's time for the lightning round. Hot new listings. What do you have?
Absolutely. So beautiful home on Escalante Court in Pueblo West, under 400,000. Really cute starter home on Swope, under 300,000. Great home on Fountain Court in the mid 300s. Beautiful home in the northeast part of town at 399. Another one down in Fountain at 399. A really cool home that has a second home on the property at 535. Spectacular remodeled home on Winding Oaks Terrace at 999. Gorgeous home on acreage on Rock Creek Mesa in the upper fives, and an amazing home on Mohawk Heights up in Florissant, 40 acres. That's just spectacular, 2.5 million. And then this weekend, we're featuring two new homes on the market, 2755 Rocky Heights. It's over in the Academy School District 20, 5.5 acres, really beautiful custom Victorian at $899, and a beautiful home down next to Peterson Air Force Base, almost new home priced at $445. And we've got more coming up in the future. So to check our properties out, you can go to barbhasthebuyers.com or call us at 719-301-3900. Richard?
You've been listening to Your Real Estate Voice. It airs every Saturday. And if you're thinking of making a move, call Barb at 719-301-3900 or visit barbhasthebuyers.com. Also, remember, you can see replays of the show on Barb's YouTube channel, Barb Has the Buyers, or you can listen to the show in its entirety. If you happen to just catch a portion of it, go to all of the popular podcast platforms, Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, many others. You'll find Barb there. Thank you for listening. Give Barb a call at 719-301-3900. Barb, great talking with you. Have a great week.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks, Richard.